This is the new VOT International Camo in Modern Warfare 2, and when you unlock this on every weapon in the entire game, you get the boys animated mastery camo, which we will be showcasing later in this video. But first, I'm going to show you the quickest and fastest way to unlock this camo on every weapon. That way you can quickly get it and get the boys animated mastery camo before it potentially leaves forever in about 20 days. The first thing you have to do when you open Modern Warfare 2 is go all the way over to the events tab, and this time it's kind of hidden because the first thing you're going to see is bundles, but if you scroll down, you'll see the diabolical camo challenges. There's 10 of these. Once you complete all 10, you're going to get the mastery camo and the weapon charm. There is one challenge for every type of weapon, and no, you don't have to do this challenge for all the weapons in the game. When it says get 50 operator headshots using assault rifles, it means any assault rifle. Every headshot you get with an assault rifle is going to count towards this. This event works a lot like the last one. However, some of these categories you can do and farm against bots, making it a lot easier. So for assault rifles, you've got to get 50 operator headshots using ARs. For battle rifles, you've got to get 25 operator kills from behind using battle rifles. For marksman rifles, you've got to get 30 operator kills while mounted with marksman rifles. For launchers, you've just got to get 40 operator kills using launchers. For LMGs, you've got to get 30 operator kills while using a suppressor on an LMG. For melee, you've got to get 30 enemy kills while using melee weapons. For handguns, you've got to get 50 enemy long shot kills while using pistols. For shotguns, you've got to get 30 operator kills while being prone while using a shotgun. For SMGs, you've got to get 250 operator kills while using SMGs. Then for sniper rifles, you have to get 3 operator kills without dying 10 times while using a sniper. So for the first challenge of getting 50 headshots with ARs, I'm going to recommend using the Kastov 7.62. Even though this did get nerfed today and they lowered the amount of headshot damage it does, it is still amazing at headshots. We just got 3 there. And yes, the build we have on this doesn't have a lot of recoil, so you're able to go in and get all your headshots. This challenge should only take you a few games to complete, and you're going to want to play Shipment 24/7 for the entirety of this, and that's something you're going to hear quite a bit. Yeah, Shipment 24/7 still in the game and makes a lot of these challenges super simple. These are the attachments I recommend running on the Kastov. We're not going to go over tuning because that's not going to matter too much. For the muzzle, we've got the Seiken Tread 40. For the barrel, we've got the IG K30 406mm. For the Optim, we've got the Cronin Mini Pro. For the stock, we've got the FT TAC Elite stock, and then we've got a 40-round magazine. Challenge number 2 is one of the more annoying challenges. We've got to get 25 kills from behind while using marksman rifles. So just like there, how we shot that guy in the back, that would have counted for one. But sometimes you're going to get in lobbies where everyone you find are going to be running at you head on, meaning it's just kind of luck. You got to find enemies who are going to play to your play style. I recommend playing Shipment. Shoot House is another good option. You can flank behind and get people who are sniping on that ledge. As for the battle rifle you want to use, I recommend the Cronin Scrout. Even after the last nerf this got, this thing still packs a punch in multiplayer, and it's good to use. Like right there should be more than enough of an example why you should be using this AR. Unfortunately, none of those kills are going to count because they were all facing in the front of the enemy, but just playing Shipment, running around with this weapon, it's going to probably take you about 3 games, but you should be able to get 25 back shots in 3 games. But if you are struggling on Shipment, you can always hop onto Shoot House and you'll find tons of enemies sitting on these ledges, and they're really easy to get kills from behind on. Here's the attachments I was using on the Cronin Squirrel. For the muzzle, we've got the Seiken Tread 40. The underbarrel is the FTAC Ripper. The magazine is the 50-round drum. For the comb, we've got the SAB comb, and then the optic was the SZ Mini. So Silky, how's work?
You know, man, management's been acting like, you know, management. But other than that, it's been pretty good, making good money.
Oh, you were management.
No, I don't manage nothing but my boss.
Oh. My leg!
Oh, my leg!
Accidents can happen anywhere at any time, and if you've been injured, you deserve compensation. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is a no-brainer. And it's also simple. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less from the comfort of your home. That means no office visits and no consultations. Size matters, and Morgan & Morgan is massive. They're America's largest injury law firm, meaning they have the resources to fight to give you the best results. And the best part is the fee is free. You only pay if you win. If you lose your case, you pay nothing. All the calls, time spent, all the meetings, all of that completely free of charge. Morgan & Morgan have recovered over $15 billion for their clients. Insurance is always going to fight to give you the least amount possible. Morgan & Morgan is going to fight hard to give you the most. If you're ever injured in an accident, you can submit a claim at www.forthepeople.com/LegoUnlocked or by dialing #law. That's #529 on your phone. Challenge number 3 is another annoying one. We've got to get 30 mounted kills with marksman rifles. Luckily, Luckily, there's a lot of good spots to mount here on shipment. So once again, you're going to want to play shipment, and there's these boxes right here. You can see all of this line of sight, and you'll get spawn points back there. There's a mounted kill. Go ahead, look over here. There's another one, and you've only got to get 30 of these, so 1 or 2 games sitting in a spot like this and you should be fine. The weapon of choice I would recommend is the Tempest Torrent, because you get a crazy amount of ammo, so we can just sit here, and if we die, just spawn back in, go back to our mounted spot, mount back up, and wait. Not the most, productive way to play, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get a challenge done. There's another one, there's another one, and you essentially just want to look at spawn points while being mounted down. This, like I said for all the other ones, should only take a couple of games to finish. Here's the class setup I was using on the Tempest Torrent. For the muzzle, we've got the Seiken Tread 40. For the magazine, we've got the 30-round mag. The rear grip is the Seiken ZX grip. For the optic, we've got the Cronin Mini Pro. Then for the laser, we've got the FSS OV laser. Challenge number 4, I personally find fun. We now have to get 40 kills with rocket launchers. And for this, once again, you guessed it, shipment. And we're going to use the RPG because it's the best rocket launcher at taking out real players. And I don't feel bad at all for using this on shipment because everyone's running around with shotguns. So I got to give them a little taste of, oh wait, well, that guy had, well, occasionally run into people with a perk that makes them so they can't die. If that's the case, just hit them again and then they'll go away. Getting 40 kills with the rocket launcher might take you a little bit, but at least you're going to have fun while doing it. And if you run out of ammo, you can always punch enemies and that will count for your 40 kills as well. Challenge number 5, 30 suppressed LMG kills. You want to play shipment, put a suppressor on an LMG, and then just stay in a back corner and then get 30 kills. This one probably could finish in 1 game easily. If not, 2 games, get it done super easy. Although I would really recommend staying back in one of the corners because there's a lot of people using shotguns on this map and you can take out a lot of them just by sitting back here while they're trying to rush in. The closer you get, the more chance you have of letting them get you because, yeah, they've got the new shotgun. So just sit back and let them come to you. The weapon I recommend using is the RAL, and these are the attachments we had on it. For the muzzle, we've got the EFX Relentless 40. For the laser, we've got the FFS OV laser. The optic is the Cronin Mini Pro. The rear grip is the Strip 40 grip. Then the underbarrel was the Demo Narrow grip. Challenge number 6 is to get 30 kills with melee weapons, and this one's interesting because it does work against bots. In the challenge requirements, it just says get 30 enemy kills, and when it says enemy kills, not operator kills, that means if you kill bots, it's also going to count. However, I don't recommend going into DMZ and using a melee weapon just because getting 30 kills with melee weapons against bots is not a fun experience. I would just recommend, once again, going on shipment, running around, and trying to knife people. You probably want to put a riot shield as your primary weapon. That way enemies can't shoot you in the back. But getting 30 melee kills against real players on shipment is not hard. All you got to do is run around mindlessly and then whack people with a melee weapon 30 times. And then bada bing, bada boom, challenge finished. Now for this, I was using the Tonfa, but you can use any melee weapon. The only reason I was using the Tonfa is because I don't have the camos done for it, so I was doubling up on progression. Challenge number 7 is get 50 enemy long shots with pistols, and since it says enemies, yes, you can do this against bots, making it super simple in Invasion or DMZ. Personally, I went into DMZ, spawned in with the pistol, and then just sniped 50 bots. And when I say sniped, to get a long shot with a pistol, it's only like 15 meters. So a lot of the kills you're getting are going to be long shots. So I went to Oktar Village. There's a ton of low tier bots here that constantly spawn in. You want to look for helicopters. These are going to spawn in bots. Same thing. Look for bot vehicles. You can get 5 easy kills that way. You'll easily be able to complete this in 1 single game of DMZ. However, if you don't have insured slots in DMZ and you're not able to spawn in with whatever weapon you want, you can go into Invasion. Tons of bots here. You just want to sneak to the back of the enemy spawn, find some bots to take out. This really is probably the easiest challenge out of all of them because farming bots is way easier than farming real players. The pistol I recommend using is the X12. This is really good at long range. For the muzzle, I had the Forge DX90F. The trigger action was the XRK Lightning Fire. The magazine was the 50-round drum. The stock was the XRK pistol stock. Then the optic was the SZ Sigma IV optic. Challenge number 8 is prone shotgun kills. And for this, we're going to play shipment and then just lay down. You can either drop shot or just stay in front of a spawn point, lay down, move around. Do this 30 times, and the best shotgun to use is probably the new one. If you don't have the new shotgun, you can just use the KV broadside. It's really not going to make too much of a difference. 30 prone kills on shipment, only going to take 1 or 2 games, and you could probably unlock the new shotgun while using the KV broadside and getting the camo at the same time. A little bit of double team. These are the attachments I put on the MX Guardian. Keep in mind, I don't even have this max rank, so these are just the first set of attachments you unlock. You really don't even need to put attachments on this. It's still going to do the challenge fine. For the barrel, I had the MXG Mobile. The laser was the VLK ZR7 MW. Then for the stock, we've got the MX DPC. Then for the magazine, we got the MX Pro Mag. Challenge number 9 takes a while, not because it's hard, just because of the sheer amount of kills you need to get. You've got to get 250 operator kills with SMGs. So this is just playing shipment a lot. That's really the best way to do it. Whatever your favorite SMG is, hop on shipment and just grind. It's not going to take you a couple games, because unless you're averaging 120 kills per game, yeah, this one's going to take you one of the longest out of all of them. And it just play shipment, mindlessly grind. The SMG I was using was the ISO 45. For the laser, I had the quick fire laser. The optic was the SC Mini. The stock was the SK3 Cheetah. The rear grip was the A30 Strout. And then the magazine was the 45 round drum. And finally, for the 10th and last challenge, we have to get 3 kills without dying with sniper rifles 10 times. And this has to be operator kills. Killing bots will not count. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of the harder challenges for most people, because you're going to get 2 kills and die like I just did. So my recommendation for this challenge really depends on how good of a sniper you are. If you're an amazing sniper, just hop onto shipment. You should easily be able to get 3 kills without dying over and over super quickly. If that's not quite your pace and you're not good enough to snipe on shipment, kind of like me, going to shoot house is a great place, because you can just kind of sit at an objective. We've already got 2 kills and we can just wait here, and we don't have to worry about someone running around the corner with a shotgun ending our streak. And for most people, you should pretty easily be able to finish all of these. Probably not in one game. It's going to take you a few games, but just playing shoot house 24/7, which is also in the game, is great. Just go towards an objective. Oh, well, I did not see that dude. Just watch over the objective, slowly pick people off, and at the end of the day, this challenge shouldn't be that bad. However, if this just isn't working for you, you could always try ground war. A lot of people have a lot of success on ground war. Then for the sniper, I was using the FJX Imperium with the VLK LZR7 MW laser. For the bolt, we had the FJX Blast. For the rear grip, we had the Skull 40. For the magazine, we had the 7-round mag. Then for the carry handle, we had the field wrap handle. Then once you complete all 10 of these challenges, this is going to pop up on your screen saying that you've unlocked the boys mastery camo. And if you go to your camo selection, go to events, you should see this as an option, and you should be able to equip it and use it in game. Now, after all that hard work, this is what the boys camo looks like in game. You can see it is animated. It's pretty simply animated. It just scrolls across. I've never watched the boys, so I'm not sure what reference this has to the show. I know this show is supposed to be bloody, so this is a red camo, so I don't know if that's significant of blood. But when it comes to mastery event camos, this is an amazing one. This is only the 3rd one we've ever seen. Bowing Blossoms was pretty great, a lot better after they animated it. The season 3 camo, the dirt bones, the dry bones, I forget the name, that one was not that great. It was maybe skull something. Dirt skull, blood skull. Yeah, that one was pretty boring. This one I can definitely see myself using. I'm probably going to put this on quite a few weapons. It's going to look pretty good on some different blueprints. Obviously, not the best camo in the entire game, but it stands out, and it's worth getting. It doesn't take long to get this. You only got to do 2 to 3 hours of grinding, unlock this bad boy, and it potentially might not be unlockable after the season. Sometimes the mastery camos are, sometimes they aren't, but I would not risk it. I get this, and I think there's a higher chance of this one not coming back because it's the boys camo. This is like a licensed thing. It has the name of their, you know, the whole event that's going on. So that makes me think this one especially might not be around for too much longer. So I go ahead, get it. That way you just have it. And as always, if you want to see any more camo grinds like this in the future, make sure to unlock that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.